This is going to be an interesting podcast. I'm going to be honest with you. There's a lot of sadness. let's get to it. All right. Usually for my notes, I have a bunch of stuff. I usually have like every single game written out and my thoughts on it. Today I literally have Lions. Hold on, I'm looking at my notes real quick. This is what I have written. I have Lions, NFL, Matt Stafford good, sadness. NCAA, more sadness. Final thoughts, more sadness. Those are my show notes. I just like I just don't know what to do. I don't know what to say. Like I guess we have to start somewhere, right? I'm in. All right, let's gather our thoughts. Okay, start off with the Lions. All right. Yeah. All right. Start with the Lions. I get a call from a couple of people today, and they're like, "Hey, Pierce, why do you get your hopes up? Like, I think that's your problem, Pierce, that you get your hopes up for the Lions to win." And here's the thing, and I mean this wholeheartedly, I mean this completely honestly. When I start out for a Lions game, I do not go in there thinking to myself, "We're gonna win that game." I even said that I think at halftime in my halftime little like video. I'm like, "Hey, look, we're not supposed to win this game. Like, we're just supposed to be close. Let's cover, right?" But the problem is with 1 minute to go, we're up. Screw that. There's 7 seconds left. The delay of game is right there. It's clearly delay of game. It's 0 seconds on the clock for 3 seconds long. And guess what happens? They don't call a delay of game. And then Justin Tucker hits not only the game-winning field goal, heading off the crossbar and going in. He hits the NFL record off the crossbar and in. What? That's like, it's so funny when I'm trying to explain to other people in my life. Like, I have Packer and Bear and Chief fans because it's so weird to me to explain to them what it's like to be a Lions fan, because it's like, no, like, they're going to lose this game. And then they come up to me and they're like, no, there's no chance you're going to lose this game. It's a 66-yard field goal, Pierce. And I go, you're probably right. We're going to win this game. And I let my guard down for 1 second. This is what happens. People just don't get it. But like, the only fan base that truly gets what I'm feeling and the only fan base that I truly like empathize with is Minnesota sports. Minnesota sport fans, those are the only people who I love and respect because they empathize with what I'm going through. I mean, that just freaking blows. That just sucks. Greater picture. Here's the greater picture. At least we're keeping the games close in the fourth quarter. With Matt Patricia, these guys would have given up much, much, much earlier. I'm trying to find any excuse in the book. I'm literally looking for any excuse right now. But I really am. I can't. It's so sad. I'm so damn sad. I'm only laughing because if I don't laugh, I'm going to cry. It is so bad. Oh, God, that hurts. What are you going to do? What are you going to do? They find a new way to lose. And honestly, like, I don't think. I don't. I think overall. All right. Let's get my thoughts together. Get your thoughts together and get a real thought, Pierce. All right. The defense played such a great game. It was the first time, I think, in a long time where I honestly looked at Lamar Jackson and was like, he just doesn't know what he's doing. Like they confused him. They kept him contained. The defensive line looked so good. The defense looked so good. The offense looked lost in the first half, but they figured it out in the second half. If DeAndre Swift gets if he gets less than 100 touches a game, I'm going to be upset from now on. He's so good. Hawkinson wasn't available. Hawkinson wasn't used at all. Got to give Swift more touches. Jamal Williams looked great. Goff has his moments where he looks good, and then he has his moments where he looks like he's the worst quarterback of all time. Honestly, you're playing what? A top 4 team in the AFC, and you're taking them to the last second where they have to hit a game-winning field goal to win the game. Honestly, that's about as good as it's going to get. You can't. Don't get greedy. This is a rebuilding year. You're not making the playoffs. This is a rebuilding year. You're not making the playoffs. That's what I'm going to tell myself. But that hurt. But that hurt a lot. All right, enough about the Lions. Let's go into the rest of the NFL. 2 things that I want to hit off on, and then I'm going to try to go through the NFL as quickly as I can. First off, NFL Sunday, the Sunday night game just happened, and I tweeted this video out, and I mean it wholeheartedly. Aaron Rodgers, you need to leave Green Bay. I don't know why he loves Green Bay. The fans just, at the beginning of the season, the fans, like so many fans at least I was seeing, were asking for him to leave because he causes so much drama and blah, 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 blah. Right? We'll just go with Jordan Love because Aaron Rodgers causes so much drama. Aaron, leave. Like, you deserve so much better than what you're getting in Green Bay. They treat you like garbage. And then there's 37 seconds left, and everybody on Lion Twitter tweets out. What do they tweet out? Too much time, too much time, too much time. And all of the Packer fans that I follow and all my Packer fans all my Packer fan friends text me, they're like, oh, this game's over. We got no timeouts. Aaron, I hate Aaron Rodgers, but I genuinely feel bad for how bad Green Bay fans treat him. Genuinely, they have no faith in him. I mean, and then they tweet out after the game, they're like, "Oh, Aaron Rodgers is the greatest thing since no." You're also telling me and tweeting about how much you want Jordan Love to start at the beginning of the season. Screw you, man. Oh, Aaron Rodgers causes so much drama. Screw you. Screw the Packer fans, man. You should leave. Also talking about bad fans, Chiefs. What an awesome way to lose. What an awesome way to lose. And by the way, I'm going to start doing this more and more often when the Chiefs are losing. I'm going to tweet out the video that Jackson Mahomes TikToks before the game. I'm going to do that. I'm going to do that more often. It gives me... I'm really looking forward to cracking up. That's a TikTok reference. There you go. Now, if you're a TikToker, you'll understand that one. But yeah, overall, 2 things. 1, Patrick Mahomes, I feel bad for you because your brother's really annoying. Aaron Rodgers, I feel bad for you because your whole city that roots for you is extremely annoying and they don't love you, and I don't know why. Oh, but we lose in the NFC Championship, so my life is so hard. Shut up. Shut up. Shut up. God, I hate Packer fans. I really do. But speaking about the Lions in the past, Matt Stafford, 4 touchdowns today, beating the Buccaneers. Everybody's sitting around going, oh, the Buccaneers are going to win the Super Bowl, blah, 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 blah. Nuh-uh, my good sir. Stafford and these Rams are the real deal. I told you from the beginning of the season, they were my Super Bowl prediction. I love the Rams. And by the way, people who are tweeting about, oh, well, Lions fans rooting for the Rams are idiots because they don't know that their draft pick. Look, honestly, genuinely, I understand what happens if the Rams win the Super Bowl. We get the last pick instead of like the 25th pick. But if you're that far up your own butt, like, You need to do some reevaluating in your own life. Matt Stafford has given his whole entire life to the Lions organization except for this year. The least I can do is hope that he wins the Super Bowl, goes undefeated and wins the Super Bowl. I hope he wins the Super Bowl, and I hope we get the last pick because gosh darn it, does he deserve it. There's so many people tweeting now like, holy crap, this Matt Stafford's actually really good. It's like, yeah, all of Detroit was trying to tell you that the whole entire time. Get a freaking life if you're rooting against Matt Stafford just because you want a freaking pick. This dude sacrificed, 10, 15 years? Whatever, who cares? He sacrificed a lot for our team in multiple situations, giving us so much joy. He won us at least 3 or 4 games a year. Grow up, dude. Grow up. Grow up. Honestly, I hope Stafford wins the freaking Super Bowl, and I hope he wins the MVP. I'd be so happy for him. I really would. Other games that I found interesting, other than the Chargers beating the Chiefs. Bills, obviously, they look freaking strong. Justin Fields had a tough day. The offensive line looked terrible. Let's see what other games I'm looking at them all. Ben Roethlisberger he's about to yell, "I'm hurt so bad" on Monday. He's going to show up in like 1,000 ice packs. But I told you the Bengals are the real deal. They could make a run at the AFC East. All 4 of those teams have a real legitimate say. Broncos are the most fraud 3-0 team. The most fraud 3-0 team I think I've ever seen in my life. I mean, they're good, but I mean, who have you beaten? Vikings 1-2, very impressive win against the Seahawks. Other than that, not much to talk about. But I do feel good about my Rams-Chiefs Super Bowl pick. I really feel good about that. All right, to break up the NFL and the football talk, we're going to do European Minute and MLB, okay? And this European Minute is going to be very tough for me, all right? And no, this doesn't count. This whole part doesn't count, all right? 5, we're going to start 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right. European Minute starting now, and I'm using up the time because I want to use the right words. I'm a huge Lando Norris fan. I picked him out at the very beginning. He's never won. I'm waking up at 5 o'clock in the morning to watch him. And I'm legitimately watching him I'm watching him. If you don't know, please watch the highlights. I've got 30 seconds left to finish up my thought. I was in tears. I was so excited for him, and I was so excited for his team, and I was so excited for him. I was in tears. It was in legitimate tears. I felt like I was about to win a championship. And when he spun out and lost, I hadn't felt that sad in a long time. So, Lando, if you happen to see this, I'm going to tweet this out. If you happen to see this, thank you. Thank you. You had a great race, and I totally understand because I told you, I was yelling at the TV to stay on slicks. That's your European Minute. I know, I'm a little bit subdued. It was bad. It was tough, man. I hadn't been that sad in a long time, and especially, I know I'm going over the European Minute, but I haven't been that sad before. I don't think I've ever been that sad before 7 a.m. Truly and genuinely. It was tough. Also, now we're really going over European Minute, but this isn't really European Minute because USA, baby. Ryder Cup dominated the whole entire time. And honestly, from how the guys are talking about in the Ryder Cup, I don't think they're going to lose for the next 20 years. Honestly, they seemed like they were really Brooks and Bryson tried to play together. That's what Stricker said. It's like, okay, I kind of like this. Kind of like that Ryder Cup. But yeah, no, I'm absolutely devastated by Lando Norris. Okay, that's it for European Minute. What was that? 2 minutes long? 2 minutes long. It's tough. Major League Baseball. We're coming into the season where we're going to have a lot of good freaking games, man. It's great. And for some of you who are just signing on with me now and just hearing about me or just following me, here's a little backstory on me. No, let's talk about the Tigers first. They reached the 75 win mark this week, which at the beginning of the season, I said at the beginning of the season, if they could reach 70 to 75 wins, That would blow my expectations, and I would take that in a heartbeat. They have reached that, and now I want more. AJ Hinch, you have done such a great job. If AJ Hinch doesn't win Manager of the Year, I think it's an absolute freaking crime. I think with what do we got? We got like 8 games to go. This team, this manager has impressed me so much, and I had the Tigers timeline probably being in the playoffs 2023. Now I'm like, no, I had them in the playoffs in 2024, being close in 2023. I think they could win the AL Central in 2023. AJ Hinch has done such a great job. We have a lot of money coming in the near future. If we just spend it correctly, trust in our prospects, we got the best farm system in the country. I'm looking at my NCAA notes. We have the best farm system in the major leagues. We've got so many young arms coming. We've got so many good backs. Paredes looks great. Daz Cameron looks great. Badu looks great. Torkelson looks great at Toledo. Riley Green looks great. There's a guy named Campos down there. He's like 16 years old, and he's going to be a all-world star. If Cody Clemens could figure it out, that'd be great. Zach Short looks good. But like, what I'm trying to say is that it is truly, truly, truly unbelievable how great the Tigers have been this year and how fun they've been throughout the whole entire year. And every game they fight like hell. It's been so awesome to watch them grow this whole entire year. And I just think it's going to be interesting to see what happens. I have a bet with a friend of mine who's a Royals fan, where if we beat out the Royals, he has to pay for my dinner. So if you guys could do that, that'd be great. I understand that you just lost 2 out of 3 to the Royals. If you could just do that, that'd be fantastic. But original to point, a lot of people don't realize that are just logging on with me right now that at the beginning of the season, beginning of the Major League Baseball season, me and about, I think 8 friends of mine all made one massive bet for the Houston Astros to win the World Series. Okay? So call me whatever you want, say whatever you want. I'm an Astros guy, all right? I'm an Astros guy. And if the Astros win the World Series, I win a lot of money. So, you know what? When I tweet Go Astros, or when I say Go Astros, or when I don't want to hear, oh, they're a bunch of cheaters. That was in the past. This is now. We're talking about now. We're talking about the now Astros. Go Astros, go. We're going to get a lot of flack for that. Go Astros, go. But we got coming down to the end. Yankees taking it to the Red Sox was fun to watch. I hate Boston more than I hate the Yankees. That was fun to watch. We got a lot of fun games coming up. Gosh, this is the best time of the season. It is. Baseball, college football, NFL, European sports are on. It is the best time of the season. It is. It's the best time of the year. All right. It's NCAA football. I'm a Husker fan, right? I went to the University of Nebraska. But I root for Michigan State. I have my little sister went to Michigan State. My best friend went to Michigan State. So I root for Michigan State too. I really do. Really genuinely root for Michigan State. Michigan State got lucky. Scott Frost, you got to man up. 5 minutes ago, up 7, and what the hell is the punter doing? You got lucky. But I think here's a couple big takeaways from the NCAA football, because I'm running a little long. I had a little bit of a long rant about the Lions. Here are a couple things about NCAA football. 1, it is awesome watching Clemson suck. What are they ranked? The new rankings came out, 25th. It is truly awesome watching Clemson suck, because I think now people are starting to see Dabo Swinney for what he is. Fake. I mean, he's just like, it's just great. I mean, it's just, and all these Clemson fans don't understand because they're all tweeting out how they want DJ Ugalala to be benched. I understand it's not Ugalala. It's Ugalele or whatever. It doesn't matter. It's just really great to watch all these Clemson fans who have been irrelevant forever until Dabo Swinney showed up, right? And now it's like, oh, we need to get rid of DJ, blah, 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 blah. Your offensive line stinks, bro. You got no wide receivers. You got nothing on offense other than him. It's not him problem, you idiots. It's great watching Clemson be bad. If we could only do that, if we could do that for Alabama, that'd be fantastic. Going through the Big Ten, Wisconsin is bad. I thought Graham Mertz was going to be good, just like everybody else thought Graham Mertz was going to be good. He's bad. I mean, he is so bad. I don't even know if he should start. I genuinely don't know if he's going to start. The Big Ten West sucks so bad. I mean, legitimately, I'm a Husker fan, and I'm sitting here going, we could finish second in the Big Ten West this year if we could just, get some games going here. Because I think Iowa isn't that good. I mean, they only won by like 10 points at home against Colorado State. They're not that good. Wisconsin, obviously, not that good. Illinois is not that good. Nobody's good in the West. It's all in the East. It's unbelievable. Oklahoma, same thing with Clemson. I mean, for them to bench Spencer Rattler, who is going to be, even after this year, a top 15 pick, crazy town. Crazy town. He's still going to be a top 15 pick, but it's crazy. And then the big game of the weekend, Arkansas, Texas A&M. I'm actually going to Arkansas, what is that, November 6th or something like that. Super excited, and I really hope this doesn't get tweeted out or somebody finds this. But they're not that good. Look, they're good. Arkansas is very good. I really hope they can. I'm hoping that they can keep winning. They've got a big game against Georgia at Georgia. I don't think they can beat Georgia. I think Georgia's the best team in the country. I think they can beat Alabama. But Arkansas, this is a magical year. I think you go 10-2. I think you go 10-2. I think everything's going right. 10-2. What a beautiful year, and I can't wait to go to that campus. I'm super excited to go to Fayetteville, but come on, man. Texas A&M didn't have their starting quarterback. You lit up their defense, which, you know what? No, I'm not taking it back. You lit up the Texas A&M defense, which was extremely impressive. You did. And you beat the heck out of Texas, who I don't think is that good. Obviously, they just hung 70 on Texas Tech, but that's all. Man, I'm really running late. Okay. Top four. I'm going to give you my top four for right now, and then I'm going to do final thoughts. All right, top four for right now. Alabama, I think you still have to have number one, even though you know what? I'm going to go Georgia number one. I think Georgia's win over Clemson. I don't think Alabama is really that. I think Georgia has a more impressive resume than Alabama currently. Okay, Georgia 1, Alabama 2. I think you got to put Oregon 3. I think their win at Ohio State was very impressive. And Ohio State is going to be a one-loss team at the end of the year, I think. And then at 4, I think I think it's clear you got to go Penn State. I think you definitely have to go Penn State. They've been super impressive. They have one of the more impressive resumes of this year. Auburn, Wisconsin on the road. They're really good, and they have a chance. I'm about to look at their schedule. They got a chance to make a run at it. Ooh, at Iowa, at Ohio State, at Michigan State. I take it back. It's gonna be tough. But I think they could do it. I just think the Big Ten's so tough. I think they can beat Iowa at Iowa, but I don't know if they can beat Ohio State at Ohio State. All right, so that's my top 4: Georgia, Alabama, Oregon, Penn State. All right, time for final thoughts. And if I root for your team or your guy, I want to apologize. Hand up. Because it's my fault. It's my fault. I'm cursed. I'm the cursed one. It's all me. I need to take Madame Zeroni up the mountain. I do. I've got to figure something out. I gotta bury a football. I gotta do something. There's something that I've done in my past. I don't know what I've done to earn this, but for my Huskers to lose the way they did, for the Lions to lose the way they did, and for Lando Norris to lose the way that he did, and for everything that has happened in how many years, it's me. It's a me. I know it's a me problem. And I want to say from the bottom of my heart, I apologize to you if I root for your team. I want to apologize. Because this freaking sucks. And it's my fault. It is. But if you hate the Astros, it should make you feel a little bit more positive. All right. Thank you guys so much for watching. God bless, and go Detroit Sports.